What's up? I got this little virtual terrarium full of bugs. Look at all the bugs. Do you guys like bugs? I like bugs. Bugs. My throat is a little bit shot from last night, but we'll do our best. Hi. Hello. How are you guys? Hi. Hello. This game is called This game is called Bugtopia. It's a game about collecting bugs, making little terrariums for them, and it is an idle game. Not idle as in singer, idle as in idol. Okay, like idle. It's an idle game, okay? And it's very cute, and I've been playing it a lot recently, ever since it came out. I've been playing this game like every day. I'm actually like only halfway through it, I think, though. And anyway, this is what my current terrarium looks like. I think we're gonna rebuild the terrarium today. But I also have my shiny terrarium. Do you want to see my shinies? These are my shinies. The terrarium also needs to work. This one's kind of bland, but I tried to give them all fun stuff. But they're shiny! Oh. They're shiny! They're legendary! I'm trying to collect all of the legendaries. Cool! Yeah! 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 I just want to say, the other day I was eating my goldfish. Goldfish, just like out of the box, and there was a dead roach in it, and I almost ate it. I don't know where it came from. Definitely not this terrarium. What kind of goldfish was I eating? Live goldfish. I was drinking them right out of the river. I think I have a problem. I think I need to clean my room a little better. I hate that you said that because I love eating goldfish. Bro, I still kept eating them after. It didn't really turn me off that much. Wasn't it a Madagascar roach? Yeah, I mean, if it was an American or like a German roach, it probably would have died. I mean, it was dead. No, if it was an American or a German roach, it probably would still be alive. It probably have still been alive because those guys are really, really hardy bastards. Okay? They are. They freaking are! Jesus, a little cleaning. Anyway, so we have a little breeding box here where we breed them to get cooler variants of the bugs. Then this is my main terrarium, and you can buy stuff. Oh wait, I want that tree. Driftwood? Same thing. Everything's really, really expensive right now. I mean, if this shows how far this game can go, bro, I am at $600,000 right now. And the most expensive item that is currently for sale, and it updates every like 5 minutes, is 111.999 QA. What is that? Quintillion? Quadrillion? What is that? Is that quadrillion? I know T means trillion and B means billion. Is this quadrillion? I don't know. I don't know. quadrillion. So here's some of the bugs. Cool. Yeah. We've got the ramshorn snails, those are the first ones you start with. And as you can see, you know, you can breed them and then get the shiny. And also, a really cool thing I like about this game is if you are curious what the fuck a ramshorn snail is, for example, if you're like, hey, what is that? You can click the button and it'll take you to the wiki. And it'll tell you about it. The real insect is. What the real bug is like. It'll tell you about it. Yeah, it's so cool. I really like that feature. So it's a little educational too. Look at this guy. Candy cane. There's a lot of snails in this game, by the way. There's these aquatic snails, and then we've got semi-aquatic snails. I know that apple snails, aren't they semi-aquatic? Also, they're invasive. We have horn snails. Is there volcano snails? I haven't unlocked all of the things. There might be volcano snails. There's a lot of crazy stuff in this, man. My bugs, they're breeding. Wait, what? Oh, it's baby. Okay. We can also get fish now. This is my first fish, I think. I mean, I have had shrimp. Those don't really count as fish, though. Those are more bug-like than fish-like, in my opinion. My first fish! Look at him. Look at that little guy. He's so tiny. Does this game offer fireflies? I think it does. I haven't unlocked them yet, though. If you go and you check in, like, the Bugtopedia or whatever it's called. See, I'm only 23% through all this. And look at how many that is. That's 23%. I've only done 23%. But anyway, a cool thing, if you click on things and, you go to their little, like, sheet, there's an option that they can be glowing. So I'm guessing fireflies are in this game. I just haven't gotten to them yet, because glowing is an option. You can also sing insects, that's like the crickets and stuff. Yeah! Yeah! It's a cute game. I've just been kind of playing it and playing other games in the background and having this game and like checking on it every once in a while. And that's kind of been my life for the last couple of days. Yeah. Have you guys ever had a terrarium or an aquarium before? Have you? Sorry, I'm watching one of my fat roaches try to climb a plastic plant, and they're too fat to do it. It's really sad. She's a little too fat. I have roaches. That counts as a terrarium. They live in there. There's isopods in my roach terrarium. There's isopods. There's roaches. I used to have beetles in there, but they kept laying too many babies, and then they started eating up all the food. Because mealworms eat a lot. What else is in there now? I think it's just roaches and isopods right now. When you put too many species in there, it becomes a problem. And the thing is, the roaches will eat any like live plants I put in there, so I can't put live plants in my roach terrarium. Because they'll just freaking eat it. They'll just freaking eat them! Isopods will also eat live plants, but they will do it like as a last resort. So if you have like an isopod terrarium, sometimes you can have live plants in it. Sometimes. I used to have a fish tank. I love terrariums. I've done a lot of terrarium experimentation. Made the baby. Oh wait, they made a purple baby already? Oh, okay. Purple baby. I want this. Which one is purple? Which one is purple? Purple baby! Where's the purple baby? Why are you mad? Stop being mad. It's because there's too many babies. Okay, this is the baby I want. You can feed them and it levels them up faster. I just normally don't feed them though. They don't need food. They don't need food. Who cares? They don't need food, man. What is it? Level up! There we go. Maybe it was worth over 80k. Well, this one's a purple one, and that's like the rare. So those are more expensive, but this one is a regular baby, and it's only worth 78k. It's an aphid lion. I mean, like, as you know, it's one of those games where like everything is exponential. So the further you get into the game, the more expensive the bugs are. Like, you can tell these guys are from the beginning of the game because they're only worth like $1. $1, Rooney. Let's see, what's the most expensive one I can buy right now? Most expensive one you can get right now is crystal shrimp. Well, I can get right now. There's also baby millipede. I haven't gotten baby millipede yet. Can't like afford anything right now. Crystal shrimp! In real life, I'm pretty sure crystal shrimp aren't worth millions of dollars, okay? I'm pretty sure they're worth like $1. I'm pretty sure they're not that expensive in real life, guys. That'd be crazy. Can you imagine? Hi, I would like to buy a shrimp. Yeah, that'll be $1 million roonies. Fish! My first fish grew. This fish is worth $5 million. 4 million. 4.282 million. My god. Yes. No, that's not the one I wanted. I invested all my savings into crystal shrimp. Now I'm poor and homeless, and all I have is this damn shrimp. Why? 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 Okay, there you are. Purple lacewing. There is spiders, I think, but those are way later on. Pretty sure I saw a spider on like the images of like the stuff. I'm pretty sure they're spiders, yeah. But they're like way late game, I think. You gotta start with the really small stuff and then you slowly get bigger, I think. Very slowly. Ever so slowly. Leopard slug? I haven't seen any slugs yet. We just have snails. don't know if there's any slugs. Frogs. Hey, frogs already get enough love. Give some love to the bugs. Bugs deserve more love, in my humble opinion. Okay, let's redesign this area. I want one with like a minimal amount. Oh my god, wait, I got new types? I got new types? I didn't have those before. Trying to find the one with like the least amount of dirt because they can't live in the dirt. I don't know, maybe there will be bugs in the future that I can get to live on the dirt, but I haven't gotten any of them yet. All of these look cool! I want this one. Or do I want the one with the least amount of dirt? What do you guys think? Should I go with this one or the one with the least amount of dirt? Because the dirt takes up so much space. It'd be kind of cool if I could like terraform myself. I think that would add a whole extra level to the game. That would be really cool. Maybe in the future, maybe one day. And with the 2 pools of water? I had one with 2 pools of water. And like, honestly, there's just not enough things that live in the water right now. Duckweed! I love duckweed. I remember one time when I was in biology class in high school, we had a duckweed assignment. In which we had to try to create the most duckweed out of anybody else in the class. And I was like, this is silly. This is silly. So I'm gonna do something stupid. And I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. Like, deep down, I feel like I both thought this was a stupid idea, but I also thought it was a good idea. So I just kind of, I took the top off our duckweed container and I just put it in the sunlight, and then we left it over the weekend, and when I came back to our duckweed, it was all dried out and dead. Because all the water had evaporated. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about evaporation, bro. What? So all our freaking duckweed died, and we had 0 duckweed, and then the other class members felt really bad for us having 0 duckweed, so they started giving us duckweed, and we had to like take notes on how our duckweed was growing. And so we didn't know what to put because we had just killed all our duckweed, and then people gave us pity duckweed. And we were like, randomly, some duckweed appears. And I just remember our teacher face palming, reading our things, because he was like, "You can't. This doesn't make sense. Who gave you the duckweed?" We're like, it just came back. It was magic. And then our next idea for the duckweed was also a really stupid idea. We wanted to. My idea was to breathe on the duckweed. That was my idea. To breathe on the duckweed, because side, right? So if we breathe on the duckweed, it will make them grow more, right? No, not really. I mean, that's a good idea. Did it work? No. It didn't work, unfortunately. Do you play music for it at all the You know, that could have been another idea, maybe. I just remember we killed all our duckweed, and then for the rest of the project, we were like, we'll never catch up with anybody, so why do we just come up with more stupid ideas so that we can fail even harder? It's not like we were being graded on, like, whether we had the most duckweed or not. It was just like I guess it was just like a competition. All you get points just for taking notes, right? So we were just like, fuck it. Let's do stupid things. We'll never make it anyway in life. It's okay. Failure is okay. I don't know, do you guys think it's worse to never try or to try and fail? Which one do you think is worse? To never try at all, or to try your best and fail? I wouldn't say I tried my best in that case. That's kind of stupid, but, you know. I've always been the kind of person who's like, I think you should always try your best, and if you fail, it's okay. But I think there's a lot of people in this world who would rather just not even try. And never trying is failing from the get-go. See, that's how I feel. But there's still a lot of people who do it. Like, I have a lot of friends who constantly say things like, oh, I want to do YouTube, or I want to stream. And then they don't, ever. And I'm like, if you never even start, then how are you going to stream? How? What? That makes no sense. Just start doing something, and eventually maybe you'll enjoy it, and maybe it'll make money, hopefully. Probably not. Not when it comes to streaming. Highly doubt it. But, you know, it's worth a try. Trying to be creative here. I want it to look like a little forest. Like a true jungle. The head of this driftwood kind of looks like a dragon. Look! It looks like a dragon! Like a dumb dragon. It kinda looks like a Pokemon. You know what it looks like? It kinda looks like a Palkia. Am I the only one who sees that? That looks like kinda like Palkia's face. That's what it looks like. Yes! Yes! At least I'm not the only one. I'm trying to be creative, guys. Don't judge me. I've seen some really crazy builds of this game, where they'll have like these themed ones. I've seen like a Japanesey kind of build. I've seen all kinds of cool ones, and they like really layer all the wood in the background. So I'm trying to find a good way to layer this wood so that it looks cool. I need a better background though. Honestly, the snow one is the only one I have that I like right now. See, these are the wallpapers I have. Yeah, you unlock the backgrounds by unlocking all of the bugs in a... If you get all the different types of a certain bug, you can unlock new stuff. I guess this background's not that bad. It's very terrarium-y. I don't really like the brightly colored backgrounds because they're not giving me nature. They're giving me party time. This is the starter one. This one. Red is too red. It looks almost industrial. It looks like you're inside of a shipping container, doesn't it? It looks like we're inside of a shipping container. Got birds. Maybe I'll stick with this one. I really like the starter one too, but you know, I'm trying to be special here. I'm trying to be special! We can't just go with the starter one, guys. We've earned other ones, we have to use the new ones. I have a lot of rocks. Like a pine cone. You know something I've recently kind of gotten into, and I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. Like, I feel like it's both a good and a bad idea, you know? But I do it anyway, and it's been working out fine for me so far. I keep getting, like, random plants and, like, flowers and shit from outside that I find, and I just put them in my roach container. I put them in my roach terrarium and see what they eat. And they'll just freaking eat about anything, just about anything, because roaches are typically pretty good about telling if something is good for them or going to kill them. So I just kind of let them self-regulate and put whatever in there. I mean, and so far they've been fine, but I've just been feeding them shit off like the street, man. I don't... I recently found out that they really like rose hips, which is like something I never thought about feeding to roaches before. Rose hips. But they quite like them. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? I wouldn't have thunk it. But I had some rose trimmings and I gave it to them and they liked it a lot. Way more than I thought they would. They eat it like immediately. And they'll leave like the seeds in the middle. But yeah. You can really just feed roaches just about anything, huh? That's a big ass log. Holy frick. This might be too big to put in this terrarium. I think this should be smaller. I love roaches. I love my roaches. Somebody gave me the idea the other day to do a stream where we like we tell fortunes and stuff with my roaches. I'll get a piece of paper and I'll write yes and no and then like put a line through the middle, and then we'll take a roach and we'll ask it a yes or no question, and then it'll go to the one that it predicts. You know, and we'll like call it the Roach of Wisdom, and it'll be able to tell us our future and our fortunes, and if I'm gonna be president one day, maybe, who knows? Yes, you can make them predict your lottery numbers. I don't know how accurate they'll be, because they are roaches. They are roaches. But they'll do their best, I think. Roaches, tell me my future. You shall die in the next 10 minutes. What? Tree branch. What if I put this out of this? Would you guys let the roaches decide your fate? Would you ask them yes or no questions? Whoa, this is huge. Sarah. Put it here. I don't know what kind of plant this even is. Big plant. Kinda looks like a weed. Is this a dandelion? Oh shit, that's not what I meant to grab. I want to move this now. That's I don't want that in front of everything. What if they don't choose and just stay there watching? See, that's definitely that's definitely blah blah. That's definitely a concern, you know, like what if they turn around and just walk towards me? I'll probably like give them a little butt nudge to get them started if they don't go immediately, but they do tend to not like being held, so when I put them down they probably will start running in a direction. And whichever direction that is, yes or no, will answer your question. You know? They really don't like being held. They'll hiss and they'll poop on you. But they don't like touchies. They don't like pets. But it's funny because they will pet each other. They're very cute. I love them. Oops. What's this? No, I don't. How they rigged a goldfish to play Pokemon? What? They rigged a goldfish to play Pokemon? What are you talking about? That sounds like they did surgery on a grape. What? What do you mean? How did they rig a goldfish to play Pokemon, and did he win? Did he beat the Elite Four? Which game? Which game of Pokemon, huh? This is definitely an underwater plant. I can smell it. I can smell that this is an underwater plant of some sort. What's underwater plants? Tortellini! The goldfish beat some Elden Ring bosses. No freaking way. Is this real? Like Twitch? What? Mapping the controls to the goldfish's movement in a tank with sensors. What?! That's very interesting. Oh. That's a, oh! So they just kind of map different areas, like, but then wouldn't it be very slow playing games? Like, it's not like Goldfish dart around their tanks all the time, clicking buttons, you know? They normally, from my experience having fish, a lot of fish just sit in one place, especially Goldfish. Goldfish kind of just sit around a lot of the time. I feel like they'd be very, very slow. It was a gamer's fish. It was a gamer, what can I say? Can I put this guy on the water? No. Oh, I can put him on this. What's this? Where's the issue? Why does it suddenly have an issue? There you go. And they put a gamer subs in his fishbowl. I feel like that would just kill the goldfish. Have you ever put like any foreign liquid inside of an aquarium? It just kills the fish right out, man. I would know. One time I pissed in an aquarium. No, I didn't. What the hell? I would never. Ew. Stop making stuff up, guys. No, it made mine stronger. Get the rubber ducky. Yeah, the rubber ducky isopod. We have that already. I'm just terraforming right now. Trying to put some shrooms around so that my freaking critters can get high as fuck, man. You know how it is. Some put creatine in them to make them strong? Creatine? What is creatine? You can change the color of the water too, which is kind of nice. I think I like this one. I wish we could like hang stuff from the trees and stuff, but I don't know if we can. Like, can I put like this duck on top of this tree? No, I don't think so. No. Sad. Wish I could hang plants from the tree. Creatine is some kind of sports supplement? Oh. I don't do sports. I'm a gamer. And then you can take this little duster, and if you click on things, you can like, they have different forms. Like you can add more mushrooms. Oh shit. Well, not that one, because it's just gonna get in the way. Holy moly. Remove this. Review. Oh yeah. I mean, this is starting to look like an actual terrarium. And the more you play the game, the more of these like things you'll unlock. They like grow as you play. They'll grow algae, and they'll also grow into different like types, which is really interesting. It gives you like more reason to play the game, or just to sit around and wait for things for longer and to buy more things, because they all have like different forms. And I think that's really cool. I I think that's really cute. Okay, I think we're good with this terrarium. We've got a lot of freaking flies in here. Get out! What even kind of fly is this? Small-headed fly? Wait, what the heck? Green, small-headed fly. Hold on, I want to look up what that is. It does have a funky proboscis. That's why I'm wondering, like, what kind of fly it is. Is it a botfly? I hope it's not a botfly. Can you imagine if it's a freaking botfly? If it's a botfly, we're in trouble, guys. It's a small-headed fly. I've never heard of small-headed fly. Also, it's got a big nose. Why isn't it called long-nosed fly? Why is it called small-headed fly? Bro, have you seen, like, deer botflies? They're so cute, but then you remember that they're fucking botflies. Have you ever seen a deer botfly? I'm gonna get you guys a picture of a deer botfly. I guess these are harmless flies, not botflies. Remember, botflies lay their eggs inside of mammals. They're like internal parasites. So they're fucking disgusting. If you've ever seen a person with botfly, don't look it up. Don't look at people who have botfly or animals that have botfly. Don't look it up. But anyway, this is what a deer botfly looks like. I mean, like, oh wait, here we go. See, it's so cute. Bro, look at this fly. You'd see that and you'd be like, aw, I want to pet it. I want to pet it. Little do you know, it lays its eggs inside of your skin and then they burst out like little alien parasites. But I mean, look, it's so cute. What the fuck? Why? How could they make it so cute and so evil? And yes, botflies can infect people. So good luck, don't pet this thing. It's evil. It's pure, pure evil. I know, if evil liked cute. I didn't think botflies could be cute, but this is a cute botfly. I did put it on my list of shirts ideas. There's people who get them on purpose? What's wrong with people? Why? Why would you ever get botfly on purpose? I wonder if there's any botfly VTubers? You mean VTubers that have botfly or VTubers that are a botfly? Because I feel like there's a pretty big distinction to be made there. Oh. $1 million? Oh my god. I wonder how many VTubers have had botfly. I'm having so much trouble getting these horn snails to make the rare version of them. They just keep making normal and uncommon variants, but no, they won't make them. They won't make the goddamn rare one. I need 2 rare ones to make a shiny too, but they just won't do it. Why are they like this? I don't know. Where's that spiky boy I just got? Jumping spider VTuber 1? I've seen spider VTubers. I don't know about specifically a jumping spider, but I'm sure they're out there. Sometimes when I'm in call with other VTubers, we'll just kind of discuss, like, VTuber concepts that would be really cool if they were a thing. For example, banana slug VTuber. Think about it. Honestly, I wonder if I could convince Nana to make to get like a banana slug outfit, and then she could be like, Banana Koniku. Do you think I could convince her of that? I'm like, hey, Nana, for your second outfit, can you, I know you probably had ideas, but, fuck those. Banana slug. Hear me out, banana slug. Yes? Thank you. I wanted to see a banana slug. And a banana slug VTuber, but like the thing is, a banana slug VTuber needs to be named Nana, so Nana would be perfect to be a banana slug. Banana. Bananico. Yes! Bananico Bananiku. We have rubber ducky isopods. You also get a rubber ducky isopod at the beginning of the game. It's your guide. It'll yell at you. It'll tell you to do butt exercises every once in a while. I'll be like, hey, stop sitting around, you fat ass. Get up and do some Kegel exercises. And honestly, I don't really know what a Kegel exercise is. Isn't that when you flex your butthole? Is that what a Kegel exercise is? Flexing your butthole? Or am I incorrect? Is there Yui bugs in this game? Maybe there might be slugs in the future, but I haven't run into any yet. What is a Kegel, guys? Tell me! It's pretty close. What is it? I flex my butthole every time I reach a hard point in a video game and everything gets intense, you know? My fucking butt muscles, bro, they get hella exercise, man. Have you ever played have you ever fought a hard boss in a game and then when you're done, you realize that your butt has been so freaking tense for the last 20 minutes and you're like, oh god, my butt hurts. Why do we flex our buttholes when we're freaked out? Are we trying not to poop? Are we trying to poop? I don't know. Yes, what is the evolutionary advantage? I don't know. It's just a thing I've noticed. Look at how expensive the damn moral is. $1 trillion. I'll never afford that. Did my guy just throw up? Oh no, he's here. What? What are you guys talking about? I'm talking about butt muscles. Get your head out of the gutter. Freak. You freaks. You freaking freaks. When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Yeah! Okay, let's try to make my shiny terrarium look better because right now it kind of looks like a really sad children's playground. This looks like a really shitty children's playground that you wouldn't let your kids play at. Right? You'd be like, oh, don't go there. The scary guy might be watching. You never know. I'm gonna get rid of this. It looks ugly. Looks like the McDonald's play place. What am I talking about? I'm talking about how ugly this thing I've made is. This terrarium looks like ugly. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna make it look less ugly. Cubaris isopods care for their babies until they're ready to be on their own, while other genuses just leave their babies. What is a Cubaris isopod? Which one is that? I mean, did you know that roaches actually keep their babies inside of them while they're alive until they're ready to go out? They have like a pouch, like a kangaroo pouch, where that they keep their babies in. until they're ready to live on their own. They literally have tons of live babies inside of them at some point. Can you believe that? Yeah. Kind of gross, but kind of cool. That's why whenever you see a cockroach give birth, you'll almost always see them all come out alive and like looking like roaches instead of little eggs. Rubber ducky isopods? Oh, and spiky. Oh. Okay, wait. Can I buy anything to make this place look better? No. Everything's too expensive. Can't be all roaches. No, I think some roaches probably just lay eggs. At least my Madagascar hissing roaches, they do keep their babies on the inside. It's a very interesting thing. Because one day you'll just wake up and there'll be tons and tons of little baby roaches all over your terrarium. And you're like, where the fuck did you come from? And it's because they don't lay eggs. They keep the eggs inside them and they incubate them until until their babies are ready to go out on their own. I mean, they're very caring mothers, I'll say that much. I don't even have that many decorations. Secret babies. I feel like the green is too aggressive. Can I get like, oh, I can get grape soil? Why? I can also get lemon soil. I like the lemon. I think the lemon is perfect for our shiny babies. I'm gonna give them lemon. I don't want it to be too yellow though. Guess we'll just go with this background, maybe. A giant piece of freaking driftwood. Where can I put this? It's 2 AM in my country and I have a compass. Okay. I have a compass on my phone. Are you telling me you're lost in the forest? What? Huh? Hello? It's gonna look like a little tree when I'm done. Hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi. Compass on your phone is backwards? That doesn't seem right. I mean, my phone's kind of broken too. Every time I try and set a timer on my phone so that I can like wake up, you know, in the morning or something, or what? It's not a timer, an alarm. Sorry. Whenever I try to set an alarm on my phone, it always goes off, but it never makes any noise, and it doesn't vibrate either. It'll just show like the screen. It'll show the screen that says snooze. What do you want to do? Snooze? Stop? And it'll just be. It won't move. It won't make any sound. It'll just show the screen. It's like, how the fuck is this supposed to wake me up? I'm gonna be late for everything now, bro. I feel like that's one way that Apple is like, hey, buy new Apple phones. Your Apple product is out of date. Your Apple product is out of date. If you want a functioning alarm system on your phone, then you have to buy a new Apple product. I think it's a marketing scheme. I think that's what it is. It's supposed to make alarm sounds even on silent. It's supposed to at least vibrate. It's supposed to vibrate on silent, at least. But no, it doesn't do anything. It just turns on the screen. Thank you. Yeah, I did hear about the rubber ducky isopods being put into a new genus. I thought that was interesting. I normally just, I don't like have any specific species of isopod. I collect my isopods from just like random places. I don't buy isopods. I get them off the ground. I take my isopods off the ground. So I don't know what specific species any of them are, but they're very, very helpful for terrariums. You can also get springtails off the ground instead of having to pay $10 for them. Fun facts. I just got so sick and tired of having to pay so much money to buy isopods. And every time I would buy isopods or springtails from the pet store, they're always overpriced and they always just die. But whenever I get them from the wild, they live so good. Wow, you just steal from nature? Yeah, well, you know, isopods fuck like rabbits, so it's not like they're fucking endangered. What do they look like? Just typical gray isopods. Some of them are more flat, some of them are more roly-poly like, and some of them have spots like the clown isopods, but or Porcelio or whatever it's called. Some of them look like that, but other than that, they're pretty much just normal. Some of them are a little bit brown. Most of them are just gray though. Bro, this is an ominous little gravestone. I don't want it. I think isopods are awesome. And they're really helpful for terrariums. I prefer roaches, you know, they make me more happy. They're bigger, they're stupider, they scream. They're so goofy and I love them. I love the big goofy roaches. Is it safe to eat isopods? Some people feed isopods to their reptiles and stuff. I think it's I don't know why you would do that, because honestly I think isopods are way too cute to be fed to other creatures, but I guess it's just the way of life, huh? Some people would just say that's the way of life. I wouldn't though, I would never. Only if it's by accident. Only if they absolutely need to munch on an isopod, then they'll grab an isopod and munch on it. But I will not allow it otherwise. Do not eat my isopods. I mean, roaches aren't fully nuke resistant. They're just resistant to radiation. And honestly, in a way, most insects are resistant to radiation because they're like smaller. And so, like less gamma rays can go through their body or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a radiantologist. I don't know how that works. Yeah, the bomb hurts. Yeah, fire still hurts. When things explode, things still explode. It's not like if you throw a bomb at a roach, it's going to still survive. It will die. It's a bomb. It's a bomb. It's a bomb. Alright, I just don't have... What? What is the issue? Huh? What is an issue? Saying that something is touching something that it doesn't want to touch. Where? Where? Tell me where! Is it the mushroom? Fuck! What is the problem? What is the issue here? What? Why? Is there something that is like hidden? Is there like a hidden rock somewhere? I wish it would just tell me what the problem is. Tell me what the issue is, game. Why can't I place anything? I mean, why can't I save? No! Let me save! What? Is it this thing? Are these? Oh my god. I don't... Ah! Guys, do you see any issues? I don't. Oh my god. I know it doesn't have any info on it. It just says, hold on. Please check that all landscapes are placed correctly. They are. They are placed correctly. Nope, none of them are bright red, which means bad. That's what I don't understand. I have to restart it. I don't understand what the issue was. Just make it exactly the same. I'll speed run it though. Can you not put stuff under? You can put stuff underwater. See, if things are in a bad position, it'll turn them bright red. That way you know that it's not good. But it wasn't showing anything bright red. That's why I'm confused. I'm just gonna try and place everything back where it was and hope for the best. Okay, can I save now? Okay, let me save this time. Finally, let me save! I don't know what the issue was. It must have been a glitch. This one is still looking a lot better. Look at all the freaking snails in there! This one looks like a real terrarium. Two fish. Got fish. Okay. Why won't these guys make a better baby than this? They just keep making green ones. I want one that is not green! I want a purple baby. Provide me with a purple baby. Come on, horn snails. You've got horn in the name, that means you've got to be horny. Make me better babies. Make me babies. Benzene Spurge. I can also change the lighting in the terrarium. That's kind of cool. This is daytime. This is morning. This is midnight. Afternoon. Night. This terrarium still looks so sad. Feed them red 40. No! Ow. It'll just kill them. Wait. Wait, what is red 40 made out of? Is that the one that's made out of bugs, or is that a different red? I don't know. Uh-oh. Cochineal is made from bugs? Is that red 40? I don't know. I know there is a red coloring that they make by like crushing these little red cactus bugs. They're like bright red and they find them on cactuses, right? Is red 40 a synthetic? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought red 40 would be synthetic, right? Because it's bad for you. It's like made out of plastic or something. It's made out of red 40? No, I'm pretty sure red 40 is the one that's made from, like, polyethylene or something like that. And, red, something else is made by bug. I'll look it up. Red 40 is not derived from bugs. It is a synthetic food dye made from petroleum. Yes, so Red 40 is made from petroleum, which is the same thing that they make plastic out of, and oil, and all of those other great things that you definitely want in your body. But cochineal, yeah, cochineal is made from bugs. It is... Which one? Or carbonic acid, that's also made from bugs. I love deriving my colors from plastics and gasoline and oils from underneath the ground. I love the flavor of condensed bones of the dinosaurs. The Earth's excretions. I love putting that into the air and in my body. You know, maybe we shouldn't take the dark liquids out of the earth bowels and then consume them and put them in the air and put them in our cars. Maybe we shouldn't do that. I don't know. That's just an idea. Maybe it's like the earth's poop or something, but I don't know. Maybe we like poop. I think we like poop. We like poop. What can I say? We like poop. It's like really old poop. Prussian blue? Isn't that the one that's radioactive? Or is that a different one? There's a couple colors that are radioactive, right? There's like Prussian blue, I think, and then there's like yellow cake or something, right? It's a couple. They come from radioactive sources, and that's why if your home is painted with that color, you should probably, I don't know, call somebody? I don't know. Check if it's old paint and it has like arsenic and shit in it. You know, you never know. Lead. Red and green. McDonald's glasses had cadmium in it. Don't a lot of like things from thrift stores and stuff have like uranium and lead in them? It's like actually a pretty common thing. Uranium glass is pretty common, and also things that have lead in them, just like at thrift stores and other cheaper stores. You collect uranium glass. That's so cool. Do you put them on like a shelf, and then do you put the little UV light on it so that they glow? Do you have like a little light that sits above the shelf so they all glow? That's so cool. I love that. Uranium glass. Well, the thing about uranium glass is it really isn't that radioactive unless, like, you shouldn't eat off of it, but you can still have it in your house and you'll probably be fine. But also, like, radiation is kind of everywhere, and lead is kind of everywhere, so, like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. You know, you're gonna get it no matter if you want it or not. It's pretty inert. You're not supposed to eat off of it, but you can have it as displayed and you're probably fine. Granite countertops? Wait, what's wrong with granite countertops? I don't know about this. Granite countertops? What's up? What's up with the granite countertops, huh? What's up with the granite countertops, huh? Granite has a radon. Oh, I didn't know that. Are my tabletops granite? I don't know. I don't know if they are. I don't think they are. I mean, I live in a really old house. Like, it's at least 200 years old. So honestly, I kind of suspect that there's probably old lead paint and stuff and other things in my house that probably are slowly killing me, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's too expensive to fix things like that. So you just live with them. Because otherwise, yeah. I know there's lead in the dirt around like my backyard and stuff like that. It's been a problem in like the area I live in. Having lead in your dirt. We got leady dirt. It's very, very, very good. Very safe. Yay. A lot of plants don't like growing in my backyard because of how, like, what's in the dirt, the chemicals in the dirt. I don't remember which specific ones, but they like had to clean them out. When they make new properties, they have to like clean out the dirt. I don't even know how you do that. Call in the super fund, hey. We probably all secretly live on super fun sites. In the next 20 years, where you live, probably gonna be a super fun site. Or maybe we just won't care anymore, and there will be no super fun sites. We'll just live with it. It's okay. It's alright. We're all full of microplastics anyway. I want my goddamn horn snails to make a purple baby. Make a purple baby already. These are the uncommon ones. They're supposed to make a purple baby eventually. I wish I was a duckweed. I feel like being a duckweed can be a very nice life. I think ducks are also very cute. Ducks are adorable. We used to have these ducks that would come into our front yard like every morning and just go wah, 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 and then like hang out under the tree. They were so cute. And then one day they stopped showing up, and I always thought that somebody must have stolen them and eaten them. Eaten? Eaten. Somebody was like, whoa, those are some good plump ducks. They're fed very well. I should eat them. We also have wild turkeys, and whenever the wild turkeys disappear for a while, I'm always like, I bet somebody ate them. I bet somebody took those home and ate them. I don't care if that's illegal. I bet someone did it. Yeehaw! That's a big bird. I could eat dinner with that. Why not? My neighborhood has ducks that we collectively feed. I love ducks. I saw this really sad TikTok the other day of like some lady who was in an apartment building that had a weird fucking pool that had like an overflow area. It was kind of like an infinity pool. So it had like this overflow area where it kind of waterfalled down and then went into a drain, but like, you know, if something fell in there, it wouldn't be able to get out, and a bunch of baby ducks fell into this little overflow area and they weren't able to get out. And then like this person on the TikTok goes over and starts saving the ducks, but like half of them are already fucking dead. It's so fucked up. I watched a video where this lady was just like saving a couple of the undead ducks. Most of them are dead, and there's all these like fucking drowned ducks just like face down and their babies, and oh, it's so fucked up. I'm like, how is this allowed on TikTok? Just a bunch of dead ducks. Like, good thing she saved some of them, but still, like, whoa. Whoa. Bunch of dead ducks. Purple! We got purple! We finally got purple! Yes! bed ducks. Let's see what the purple one looks like. It's also yellow. Beehorn snail. Now make babies with your father. Do it. Do it. You can also find out what the purple isopod looks like. Yeah, I inbreed my insects. What about it? You got a problem? You got an issue with insect inbreeding? You gotta keep it in the family, you know? That's how you get special mutations. Woodland gold mark spiky isopod. Breed with your mother. Breed with your mother. I'm still missing a rare isopod. Or an uncommon isopod. I'm also missing an uncommon lacewing. Oh no, the special mutations. You know, when people have special mutations, normally we think that's a bad thing. But when insects and animals have special mutations, we're like, wow, it's so cool and exotic. I love giving my isopods Down syndrome. What? Well, sometimes people mutations are really cool. What? What? I don't know. I mean, like, it's cool in concept. Like, I guess albinism is kind of cool, but it's also, like, really bad for you. It's really bad for you. Vitiligo is a really cool skin condition. Is that from inbreeding? Two-headed turtles? No! Poor turtles. Vitiligo is a really cool. Well, yeah. See, I'm talking about inbreeding, inbred mutations. I'm talking about we make the mom and the daddy isopod. You know, make babies. That's what I'm talking about. In such a basic nervous system, is it possible to get down? I don't know, but mutations, I guess they occur more frequently. They occur more frequently, and also some of them, I guess, in the end are beneficial. Some of them will have no effect. I don't know. Science is strange. Genetics is weird. I like genetics. I like genetics in game. I like being able to breed things until they make different things by breeding. But at the same time, if you think of that. If you think about breeding, like, a mom and their baby to make it look weird when... to make its babies look weird, the implications start making you think, huh, you know, I mean, in a video game this is fun, but in real life, wouldn't this be, like, really, really fucked up? But then again, isn't that what purebreds are? Kind of, like purebred pets, like purebred animals. They're purebred because they're literally, yeah. Yeah. And we don't find that fucked up, but I think that's fucked up. I don't like that stuff. Freaks me out, man. Vulgare isopods have very diverse color genetics, though. Well, yeah, it's obviously genetics vary completely, but also if we're talking about mutations and inbreeding, it gets interesting. Genetics in general is very interesting. Inhumane, possibly. Interesting, very much. I know a lot of people breed animals and they say it's totally perfectly fine, like the purebred industry, animal breeding industry, but honestly, in my opinion, I think if you buy an animal from a breeder instead of like a, what's the word? An adoption center, a shelter, I think if you're doing that for any other reason than like you need something for like allergy purposes, I think you're kind of either really ignorant or you're just an asshole. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people don't even know about it in the first place. They're like, well, if I want this specific kind of dog, I go to a breeder. Duh. And they don't understand the implications of that. But, bro, it just makes me so sad. I used to volunteer at a shelter, and we would, like, help people find their dream cats at the shelter. And there's so many animals at a shelter at all times. And a lot of times, shelters are so freaking overcrowded to the point where, like, oh, it's just terrible. And people would be like, well, I want a Shiba Inu. Do you guys have any Shiba Inus? And it's like, bro. There's like 25 dogs in here. None of them are Shiba Inus, but they're all fine. I mean, like, maybe look at them and they just be like, no, I want a Shiba Inu. If you don't have a Shiba Inu, I'm leaving. Bro, I literally remember I worked in the cat area. And I'd sell people, like, the cats and stuff. And some fucking lady at some point came in, and she was like, so I'm looking for an orange cat to match my couch. I'm sorry? Yeah, I got this new couch, and I'm looking for an orange cat to match my couch. What the fuck? She wasn't allowed to adopt anything, because what the fuck, lady? This is a game about insects and breeding insects and raising a terrarium and decorating it and yada yada yada. And yada yada humbug. Yeah, no, it's crazy how so many people think of animals as purely like, an accessory. It makes me very, very mad. A man of animals when I worked at a shelter that I saw like abused or like frightened for their lives because of people is so sad. Bro, I can't tell you how many, you know how people like put like some animals into bags and then they like throw them on the side of the highway and hope they just die and stuff? Like that's fucking crazy. People do that all the time. They'll, like, let their cats go in parks. What the fuck? Stop it. Get some help. Well, I don't know. Some people are just like, well, if I don't want it, then I guess I would rather it be dead. What? Just bring it to a shelter. Like, what? Hello? What? That's a living animal. It's not like it's just a piece of furniture you can put on on your front lawn and somebody will pick it up for free. It's not the same thing. It has feelings and needs. PetSmart throws away whole living animals? Yes. PetSmart, Petco, a lot of those big pet corporations, they're really bad, specifically with small animals and fish and stuff like that. It's really messed up. The whole animal industry for profit is very messed up. It shouldn't be a for-profit industry, in my opinion, but that's just, that's just the way of the world. Money makes the world go round, and unfortunately we can't really avoid something like that. But it does make me very sad. It makes me very sad. Yeah, it's a big pet corporation scaring me. I feel bad for specifically beta fish. Bro, I can't tell you how many dead beta fish I've seen at pet stores, and I'm just like, oh my god, one time I remember going to Petco, and I was looking at the mice section, you know, where they just have mice. A lot of them are used as feeder mice, so, you know, they don't really give a shit about how they're doing, but yeah, I feel like they still should to some extent. Anyway, I saw one of the mice that was like dead, and its eyeballs had been eaten out by the other mice. And I remember going up to like one of the employees and being like, "Hey, there's a dead mouse in the mouse thing. I don't think that's like healthy." And they were like, they took one look at it and they said, "It's not dead. No, it's not dead." Sir, its eyeballs are eaten out. It is very clearly dead. It's not dead. And you know, when they say something like that to me, I just have to go, you know, I think I was like, well, I think it's dead, but, you know, like, I can't do anything about it. So you just have to be like, oh, okay, yep, alright, okay, bye, I guess, I'm leaving. Sir, it's definitely dead. You can ask them to take it out of the cage to pet it. Can you freaking imagine you, like, specifically ask for them to take out the dead one? And you're like, I'm gonna pet it. I'm gonna pet it, I'm gonna show you it's dead. Oh, it'd be crazy. I mean, I guess you could really show them up, but be like, yeah, it's definitely dead, look, but, I don't have balls of steel like that, man. I don't. Try to buy the dead one. Well, no, it's dead. You should at least get a discount. Hey. You should at least get a discount. No, but part of the reason why I ended up with so many roaches in the first place is because I would see the Madagascar hissing roaches. They often sell them as feeder roaches. They put them in these like cups and they have no food and they'll just start starving to death and like literally eating each other, and they'll put like 2 in a cup and they're really expensive. It's like $9 for 1 cup and there's 2 in each cup. And I would see them and they would be starving and I would feel sad, so I started buying them. I started buying them because I felt bad, and then I ended up with the roach colony. Hey, I mean, they're way happier with me than in those cups, I'll say that much, but they were certainly overpriced. I once got a hamster for free because the store didn't know how old it was and it just sort of ended up in their care. That's interesting. How does that even happen? Also, my experience from like those big pet stores like PetSmart and Petco, if you try and buy things like tarantulas from them, they'll often really like severely overprice things like tarantulas. I remember my first tarantula ever I got from Petco, and I got a curly hair tarantula, and they tried to sell me that fucking tarantula for $200. A male curly hair tarantula. Do you know how ridiculous that is? A curly hair tarantula should not cost that much, let alone a male. But they didn't know what gender it was because it's fucking Petco, and they were like trying to sell it to me for $200. And I remember I somehow got him to give it to me for like $100, which is still overpriced, but it's my first tarantula. No, that's an absolutely atrocious price. But that's like, I don't understand how they can get away with selling things for those prices at those stores, but I guess people will buy them. Obviously, since then, I've had a lot more experience buying exotic pets like spiders and other bugs. So I know what they're supposed to be priced at now. And whenever I go to Petco and I see all the tarantulas, they're always so expensive. I'm like, that's way too expensive for what that is. And they never tell you the gender. They never tell you the gender. You got a juvenile golden knee for $4? Must have been really small. Where do you recommend buying them to not get scammed? I've personally never bought a tarantula online. I always get my tarantulas or exotic bugs on either Craigslist, so you can go in person. I know that's risky. I know there's a lot of scary things that happen on Craigslist, but it's worked out for me every time. And or I go to, we have a local exotic pet store that's like an hour away, and they get all kinds of exotic bugs and reptiles, and I go and visit there all the time and see what they have. I'm just meeting up with a local spider dealer. No, normally, like, you'll go to somebody's house. Normally, it's like somebody's moving away and they don't know what to do with their spider, so they'll put it up on Craigslist, and, that's how I get them. Or that's how I used to get them. I haven't bought a new tarantula in a while. I'm very dedicated to my roaches right now and my snails. I don't need more tarantulas. I had a really bad experience with a scorpion too. It died horribly and it made me really sad. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with arachnids anymore for now. Snails are disgusting though. I love snails so much, but like they poop disgusting. They smell disgusting. They are gross. They are grody. They are not the kind of pet that you can like put on a shelf and be like, oh, look how pretty, because they'll just coat the walls of the terrarium and shit. It's not pretty. What types of snails do you have? I have like garden snails. Not aquatic snails, like just garden snails. I worked for an aquarium when I was younger, and I had a lot of experience with dealing with fish, raising fish, and all that stuff, fish and crabs, all kinds of stuff. And I just, you know, I feel like I've had enough experience dealing with fish and all their problems for a lifetime. So, I'm not a fish person anymore. Fish are so temperamental too, because you have to like constantly monitor not only the quality of the water, but also the temperature of the water, but also, oh, it's so annoying. Fish are annoying, guys. I don't like fish. Rubber ducky isopods are $7 each here in Thailand? That's awesome. Bro, I think the exotic pet store, I saw them selling one rubber ducky isopod for like 50 bucks. Which is, I'm pretty sure, a little overpriced, but they do sell for a lot more here in the US. Very, very expensive. They're like, you know, the upper echelon of isopods. Definitely. Honestly, I feel like at my local pet store, they always overprice the isopods. I don't think you should be paying like 50 bucks for 10 orange cream isopods. I feel like that's still overpriced. The exotic pet store near me had a full-grown tiger and it got loose and bit some people. What? What the fuck? Are you living in Florida? That sounds like a Florida person thing. That sounds like something that would only happen in freaking Florida. What kind of exotic pet store has a tiger? Like, yeah, it's an exotic pet store, but not that exotic. Like, that's exotic. That's a very exotic. That's a different level of exotic. What? Texas? Okay, I guess that makes sense too. That's too exotic, man. No tigers. We had, my pet store has some, like, really big monitor lizards, and I think they have, like, a giant, I don't know too much about snakes. It's like a giant yellow boa or something. It's huge. It's freaking massive. And those aren't even for sale. Those are kind of just, like, the pet store's pets at that point. They're like the... They just hang out, man. Yeah, it's huge. It's like bigger than I am. It's a big motherfucker, bro. Like, they must feed that thing a whole horse every time it eats. Jumping spiders are still pretty expensive. The jumping spiders they sell around here, at my pet store, they only sell it for like maybe 30 to 50 bucks per jumping spider. Like, that's still kind of expensive, but that's not ridiculous, you know? If you're lucky, you can get them for 30, and they're cheaper if they don't have a gender yet. If they haven't grown up. The pet store near me has a 20-foot snake, and his enclosure is bigger than my apartment. Yeah, bro. Like, how do people pay for these animals when they get that big? That's my question. That snake has to pay rent full time, I swear to God. He better be making money. That boy better be making some money with the shit he's eating and the amount of space he's taking up. And probably how big his poops are. What the hell? I will stick to my small little roaches, thank you. I will stick to my roaches, and I will be happy. And they will be happy. Charge a $5 to show them off, bro. I mean, that is a way to make money at pet stores. A lot of places will have like the $5 and will let you hold anything, practically anything, unless it's like aggressive or like too crazy to hold. They'll let you hold practically anything, at least at my exotic pet store, if you give them like $5. You obviously can't just hold it alone. Like, they'll have somebody be with you so you don't drop it, but it's a good way to make money. It is profitable. If I owned a pet store, I would certainly do that. I'd be like, hey, look at this fucking crazy-ass tarantula. You want to hold it? Give me $5. You can hold it for like a minute. You're welcome. And if he bites you, that's an extra $5. I wanted to work at my exotic pet store that's local to me, but it's still like an hour away and I don't know how to drive, so I never applied. I'll probably never learn how to drive, and it makes me really sad, but I feel like it's for the best. I'm really worried I'll run over a small child. I'm really worried I will. What was that thump? Oh, it was another kid. Whoopsies. As a person who can drive, I hate driving. I don't think anybody likes driving. But I'm just like such an anxious person, and I've had really bad experiences in cars before. I just don't. I don't think, like, I think the anxiety would be way too overwhelming for me, and I would, like, you know when you're mid-panic attack, how you kind of just check out of life? I worry that would happen to me while I'm driving, and then everybody would die. Including me. And I just don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want to accidentally kill a bunch of people, okay? I don't want to accidentally... You know that one, that one PSA commercial where there's like the guy driving his car and then it like flips over and like lands on a picnic full of children? That's gonna be me. That's gonna be me. I don't want that. Do you guys know that commercial? You know that commercial? It's like, don't distracted drive. And it's just like a fucking dude's car literally flips over and lands on a bunch of children. It's hilarious, but also really scary. No, distracted driving. Don't distracted drive, guys. Oh my god, whenever my parents will like be driving and they'll pull out their phone mid-drive, I'll start screaming. I get so mad. So aggressively mad. And it's not because like I'm mad, it's because I'm terrified. It's because I'm so afraid. My generation better be the most cautious drivers in the world. They better be. Or maybe nobody will ever learn how to drive, and then there will be no drivers in the world. I mean, most people my age either don't have a license, or they have a license but never use it. They never drive. They just have it because, you know, you kind of need it in a lot of situations. That's most people my age anyway. And it just makes me think, like, in 20 years, in 50 years, will we even be driving? I don't know. Are there buses and taxis instead? A lot of people just Uber, I guess. It's kind of expensive, but yeah, we have buses here too. But I'm talking about, like, people I know on the internet, too. On the internet, which means they're real people. Uh-huh. Have we switched to trains? We got the shiny! We got a shiny lace ring! Yes! Alright, now I can sell these guys for money. Where's the other one? There it is. I mean, it would be very, I think, beneficial if we could have trains that went across the whole US, but I think the likelihood of that happening is slim to none. I don't think we will ever get all of the states in the US to agree on anything, okay? I genuinely think that's never gonna happen. We could have had them by now, but they were sabotaged. Yes, for profit. We can't have anything nice in this world, guys. It's not allowed. It's not allowed. We're not allowed to have good things. There's already tracks, but they're freight only. Yeah, I guess that's true. Not the right kind of train. Wow, this terrarium looks so boring in comparison to this one. Some states were going to, and then billionaires came in and wanted to build tunnels and hyperloops. You mean Elon Musk? Wait, didn't Tesla have like an underground Tesla only tunnel or something? And then like it was active for maybe a year, and then they closed it down. Something ridiculous like that. You know, it only costed like $1 billion to make. Oh no! What the fuck? Help traffic, but still had traffic. Did it have traffic? Is that why they shut it down? Because I thought it was only supposed to be for Teslas, right? It was only something like that, something crazy. And I don't think, wasn't it like you couldn't drive? It would just like kind of put your car on like a platform and it would move for you or something? Something ridiculous like that. There's something crazy. This is why we can't have nice things. Because people ruin it. They're like, this is the future. No, this is sad. This is what, you know what it is? It's sad. It's not the future. It's just sad. Can we stop thinking and like like, oh, this is technological evolution and it's so cool looking. Can we think about more like things logically and logistically, please? Thank you. Can we think about things that will cost less but be more efficient? Thank you. Can you think about how amazing our world would be if like the world was run by just cheapskates? Well, actually they kind of are run by cheapskates, but only for themselves, you know? They want everybody else to pay the money. That's unfortunate. But like if they were trying to save us all money, bro, think about how great the world would be. That's why you need that's why you need a snail for president. Snails will do everything right. We will literally eat the slop off the ground. We will teach everybody to eat the foundations of houses so that nobody starves anymore. I will teach you how to eat concrete. And we will invest in the concrete industry. Not for making more concrete for industrial purposes, but for the edible purposes. Thank you. Every conversation ends with the Lemmy campaign. I'd rather we go that way of Soylent Green. Soylent Green? Oh, there's a baby there. Hello, baby. Purple, green. Solar punk! Yes! Can we have a solar punk world? Well, I feel like solar punk would be awesome, but I also feel like, are we really capable of it? I don't know. I don't know if humanity is capable of solar punk. I feel like we need to leave that to a much more intelligent species, like the reptilians from the star system of Alpha Draconi. I think they would be able to come up with something like that, maybe. Leave it to Mark Zuckerberg. He's a lizard person. Get on it, Zuck. Do you think that the government is run by lizard people and that's why they're all trying to screw us over? Because secretly they want their own kind to be more powerful than any of the humanity? Because reptilians will rule the world and they're slowly taking us over from the inside out? That's what I think. And that's not even a conspiracy, that's just the truth. one day we will live inside the center of the earth with the eternal sun, and we will all be blessed by the lizard people. What? Who said that? No. Hollow Earth is real. Yeah, shut up about the flat Earth and shit. It's clearly hollow. And nobody's ever been to the center of the Earth. How would you know if it's hollow or not, idiots? Dum-dums. Roly-polies are popular pets. Yes, I know. I have isopods. I have them in my terrarium. They breed like bunny rabbits. They just... babies everywhere, all the time. You know, one thing I did find that kills isopods? I had a bunch of isopods in my roach terrarium at one point, and then one time they all died. My roaches didn't die, but all the isopods died. And I was like, why did they all die? So, you know how I talk about feeding my roaches just random fucking shit? Because they'll practically eat anything. So I fed my roaches at one point a bunch of expired yogurt. And I think all the isopods died from that. So don't feed your isopods expired yogurt. To be honest, the roaches didn't really like the expired yogurt either. Definitely, so don't, you know, learn from my mistakes. Don't feed them expired yogurt. Honestly, I feel like milk products in general probably aren't very good for them. But, you know, I didn't know what to do with my expired yogurt. Okay, I had a lot of it. What was I supposed to do? Yeah, dairy is not great for inverts. I know. Feed them cheese. They can probably have a little tiny bit of cheese. They can probably have a little tiny bit of yogurt. But the amount of yogurt I put in that terrarium, bro, it was there for like weeks. And then when it was gone, all the isopods were gone. And I was like, huh, I wonder if those two things are related by any chance. Huh, I wonder. Do they react like gremlins if you feed them expired food? Well, some food, even if when it's technically expired, isn't really expired. You know, it's still edible. Roaches will tend to avoid anything that is moldy. They won't eat mold. So if you have moldy food, you can't give that to them. They'll just avoid it. I don't feed them meat. I don't feed them dairy, typically. Like, sometimes I'll give them a cat treat, and that technically has meat in it, but it also has other things in it. And it's also dry, so it doesn't really rot. They like cat treats. Isopods like cat treats, too. But yeah, you don't want to feed them a lot of that kind of thing. Mostly, you should only feed them... You should mostly feed your roaches, or really any bugs you have. Mostly just vegetables and fruits. I also give them, goldfish. I give them goldfish sometimes, because I'll like drop goldfish on the floor. And then I don't want to eat it anymore, so I'll give it to them. And they love goldfish. They love extra flavor blasted cheesy goldfish. They love that shit, okay? And I do too. So I understand. But like, I don't think they should eat too much of that. It's a snack. Parmesan Cheez-Its? Ooh, those sound good. I love Cheez-Its. I really like the Cheez-It Nicks. Oh. I have like... I don't know what it's called. It's like a Chex Nicks, but it's by Cheez-Its. And they have Cheez-Its, and they have like pretzels and other like things in it. I really like those. I like the extra cheesy version of that. I forget what it's called, but I like that a lot. Yeah, that stuff's good. Where's the snail? There he is. I make Snello, jello that's great for snails, and for a lot of my omnivore inverts, it's 10 to 15% fruit, 75% vegetable, and 10% fish flakes. Do you just take like gelatin and you add that stuff to the gelatin and let it firm up? I fed my roaches and stuff, I fed them beetle jelly, and they tend to like beetle jelly. I've never made, like, jello for any of them, though. But I guess that would also provide, like, maybe water, which could be nice. Oh, wait, I'm missing a lace wing. Damn it! I'm missing a green one. Kind of surprising I didn't get it. I need to buy lace wings now. These ones. I like to think that my cockroaches are pretty well pampered. They're pretty pampered. I need to get more like kale and vegetables for my snails though. I've just been feeding them tomatoes, and tomatoes are definitely not their favorite. I think they're a bit too acidic. I mean, they'll still eat them. And then they'll have bright red tomato poops. But, yeah, I think it's a little too acidic for them. The acid in tomatoes can cause issues in snails? And it? My snails seem fine. I feel like, normally they're pretty good at self-regulating. Oh my god, I have so many lace wings now. Oh shit, I don't have a breeding box left. Damn it. Okay, wait, I'll put you back. And... I can't afford the millipede yet. I love insects and stuff. I wish more people understood the joy of taking care of them. I wish more people weren't like, ew, bug, squish. I hate that. Makes me sad. Ew, a bug! I must squish it. Poor guys. They don't deserve that life. To be squished. It's not fair. They have to put up with so much. And they're so important for the environment. And yes, people are still like, squish. Come on. Don't be a dingus. I feel like people just suffer from a severe lack of education, or perhaps a severe lack of brain cells. Wasps are pollinators too. Flies are also pollinators. Mosquitoes are also pollinators, except I don't really like mosquitoes. I don't really like mosquitoes either way though. Starship Troopers did a lot against human-bug relations? What? Did you guys see the Twitter post I made earlier before stream? My going live stream post? I'll put it on the screen. It's my favorite bug in the whole wide world. Can you guess what my favorite bug in the whole wide world is? My son! Yes, my son! He's my son! My son! Will you hold my son? Twitter users, I'm rooting for your mental health. Listen, I only use Twitter to post stuff and to find artists. Unfortunately though, there's been a lot of artists that left Twitter. I mean, I understand why, but it's still sad. It used to be like where I mainly got my art and found new artists, but now it's a little harder. Here it is. Here's my son. Will you hold my son? Would you hold my son? Would you guys hold my son? Will you hold him? Will you hold my son? You hold my son? Will you hold my son? Yes, it's a Jerusalem cricket. I love Jerusalem crickets. It's my favorite insect of all time. They're so freaking weird and silly and stupid, and I love them. They're like so ugly that they're cute. When I was a kid, I used to keep these guys in terrariums, and they are not good in captivity at all because they don't understand what the difference between dirt and a wall is. So when they encounter a wall, they will keep digging the wall until they will scratch their feet off. And then they will have nubs instead of feet. So they are terrible in captivity, and I do not recommend having them in captivity. But they're very cool in concept. Yeah, don't put them in a terrarium. But they're so cute and funny, and I love watching them eat. They eat so cute. They match my color palette, kind of. Bro, I've had people like be like, "Oh my god, is that a bee?" Who looks at this and goes, "Is that a bee?" Like, is it because of the stripes? I'm sorry, are you stupid? Is that a bee? No, it's not a bee. It's a freaking Jerusalem cricket. And you know what? You know what? It's not even from Jerusalem or a cricket. So, you know what the fuck is it? I don't even know. What is a Jerusalem cricket, technically? What is the technical... Is it a termite? No. It's related to crickets, but it's not a cricket. Yeah, it's related to wetter-bugs, too. Related, but not wetter-bug either. Isn't it a mole cricket? Yeah, but mole crickets aren't technically crickets either, are they? Yeah, no, I've seen people look at these and go, "Oh, it's a bee!" It's a ground bee without wings. I'm like, what the fuck? No, no. Hold on, let's find out what they are technically. Because they're not from Jerusalem, and they're not technically crickets. What is it? It's an insect. Wow, thank you. Jerusalem crickets are a group of large flightless insects in the genera Amopelmatis or Stenopelmatis, together comprising the tribe Stenopelmatini. They're not bugs or potato. Well, they are bugs. They're an insect, so it is a bug. Not a potato, though. You're right. It's not a potato. Yeah, they're not crickets. I guess we'll just refer to them as an insect. They are their own little weirdo. Their own silly little dudes. They're very special. They have their own little families. And they drum with their butt. And they make drumming noises with their butt. They must be moles. Mole crickets are a completely different thing, though. They look similar. I think they are related, but again, not the same thing either. It's a very unique insect to the Jerusalem cricket, and that's why I like it so much. It's such a fascinating thing. It's like, what is it? It's ugly, it's weird, it's stupid, but it's also cute, and it's fascinating. And would you hold my son? Would you hold him? Will you hold him for me? Please hold him. He bites? Don't worry. He bites? But don't worry. He can't kill you. He doesn't have venom. He'll just bite you sometimes. Actually, yeah, I think this is a female Jerusalem cricket. But you know what? We don't need to get into specifics, okay? She can be whoever she wants to be. I do think this is a female, though. I don't know, what's your guys' favorite insect of all time? Or invert, I guess. Because I do want to also include, like, spiders and stuff. If you stay still, I will. 50-50 chance I'll stay still. Sometimes they run like crazy, and sometimes they stay still. You know, you never know. You never really know. It's 50-50 shot. Truly. I like how it says cell-matured bugs, but I have fish too at this point. I have fish as well. Those aren't bugs, those are fish. That's a fish. I also got shrimp. That's not a bug. Big wasps? Yeah, those guys are pretty cool. Honestly, wasps in general are pretty metal. Like, especially well, most wasps are parasitic. And especially like the wasps that lay their babies inside of spiders. I find that crazy. But there's a lot of wasps that also lay their babies inside of other things, like caterpillars and all kinds of other stuff. It's crazy. Parasitic wasps are nuts. They're freaking nuts. Australian jumping ants? I've never heard of this. You consider spiders bugs? I do. I mean, colloquially, that's not a word. Colloquially? I think I'm saying that right. I consider them bugs, but technically, they are not bugs, you know? Just like I feel like shrimp are technically bugs too. Well, not technically, colloquially. They're kind of bugs, you know? They're like water bugs. But are they really bugs? Well, they're not insects, so no, I guess not. We get our first millipede! Bug adjacent, they count. If somebody said, I have a pet shrimp, I'd call it a water bug. If somebody says they'll have spiders, if somebody says they have a pet spider, I'll say that's a bug. Who cares? Whatever. Fluffy beetles. Bark mantis. Bark mantis sounds cool. Metallicus splendidus. That's a crazy name. Shrimp are closer to insects than spiders. Technically, horseshoe crabs are closer to the spiders than crabs, so... Huh. I call him a horseshoe crab, but it's not a horse, or a shoe, or a crab. What the hell? Oops, I just closed the music. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Passion vine hopper nymphs are also so funny. Well, if you guys have any insects or bug adjacent recommendations, I also just do interesting creatures too, that you want me to research and make a short on, you can always tell me about it in comments, or you could put it in the Discord. I do read those and I do make note of them. Like, I'm gonna put jumping ants on my list of ideas to research. But yes, there's a Discord. It's the SVP Discord, so you have to go to my specific channel part of it, but people are pretty nice. They're a little stupid in there, but you know, it's fine. Subway slime mold. I've never heard of that. I have to look that up. Dung beetle? Dung beetle is on my list. Don't you worry. Dung beetle is on the list. Okay, jumping ants. Subway slime mold. I mean, slime mold in general is very cool. I didn't. Is it just a. Is it a mold that grows in these. Slime mold that grows in the subway? Subway slime mold. What? Oh, it has a. Complex transportation system like a subway. Just what they use to plan a subway. Do I ever think about doing long form videos? I think about it, but I don't know like how much information I can really fit into like a long form video. Like I can't imagine talking. I mean, I can talk for hours on stream, but that's because it's like, you know, it's not concise. It's not like I know how to say things concisely and smartly. But if I want to sound like smart and I want to grab people's attention, I feel like shorts is really the way to go, you know? I feel like max I could do for a video would be like 5 minutes of an actual video. But I do. Oh, there's a bug in my bug game. But I do streams sometimes where I talk about bugs, specific bugs. Like for Valentine's Day, I did a one where I talked about all the weird ways that bugs make love with each other and how they kill each other when they do it and all the weird things they do when they make love, because there's a lot of weird things they do. And I plan on doing one like that for 4th of July too. I was planning on doing is this bug really an American? Where we talk about how most bugs are actually invasive species, but they've kind of become normalized in America, such as honeybees. Honeybees are not native species. They are completely invasive. They're from Europe, but they're so normalized that we don't consider them invasive anymore. In fact, many states consider the freaking honeybee to be their own state insect, which is crazy because it's not even an American insect. Come on, pick an American one, guys. Term is exotic? I guess technically. But we'll talk about which bugs are truly American bugs and which bugs are not truly American bugs. Yeehaw! That's my idea for 4th of July, at least. Not much of America is native. Well, there's more native species than you would expect. But there's also, but a lot of them are also like ones you don't think about, right? Because, you know, honeybees are a lot more common. But we have lots of native bumblebees and stuff. Culture-wise? Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, definitely. I can agree with that. We're not talking about American culture, though. We're talking about American bugs. American bugs and spiders and bug-adjacent things. Yeah, so that's my idea for 4th of July. So, yeah. I do plan on doing more streams like that kind of thing. Part of the reason I'm planning to do less streams is so that I can put also more work into, like, actually making my streams. Not just, like, I don't know. I want them to be memorable, if that makes sense. I want things that people will be excited to come by and, like, learn something or do something special with me. Whereas I don't want all my streams to just be like, I'm gonna play a game and we're gonna hang out. You know, I want things to be more special more often. Does that make sense? Spiral-bullid millipede. The national animal in Scotland is the unicorn? That can't be true. That's crazy. What? No way! No way! What the hell? Those aren't even real! Those aren't even real! What? Wait, they should change it to narwhals. They should change it to narwhals. At least those are freaking real. Close enough, right? No, I can get rid of these guys. Put the fish back in. Make me some fish babies. I want some salmon roe. Okay. Well, I have to be on somebody else's stream tonight at 10 p.m. tonight, 10 p.m. PST, Pacific time. I'm going to be playing Pummel Party with Dolly Doppel from ATA Virtual. So I have to get ready for that tonight. I can't stream all day today. I got other stuff I gotta do before that. So I'll see you guys at 10 p.m. on Dolly's channel if you want to stop by for that. We're gonna be playing Pummel Party with some other girls, and it'll be fun. Yeah. But I hope you enjoyed the game, Bugtopia. I think it's very cute, and I have another bug game which I bought recently that recently came out, and I do want to play that on stream. So, yay! Link in community post? I will post a community post. I will post a community post probably in an hour or so. Or whenever Dolly gives me the link, the stream link. Yeah. But I will see you guys tonight. And if you aren't on Dolly's stream tonight, that's fine. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably gonna do a member stream tomorrow, maybe? I'm probably gonna do a membership stream tomorrow where we work on more shorts, because I feel like I should do those at the beginning of the week, each week. Just to get some work done. So, if you are a member, or you want to be a member, then keep a lookout for that tomorrow. We're gonna do a membership stream. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Oh shit, I need to raid somebody. I keep forgetting how to. I need to do that. Let me find someone to raid real quick. I always forget to do this until the last second. Ah, who is live right now? Okay, I'm gonna raid. Oh wait, Perry is live? Is she? Is she? Oh, it's a member stream. I can't raid into a member stream. I can't raid into a member stream. Okay, I'm gonna raid into Furumi. Okay. If you want to say a raid message, just say Snailbert, Snailbert. Otherwise, you don't have to say anything. And I will see you guys. Tomorrow or tonight. Whatever. I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, it says she's live. Am I stupid? Should I check for real? Is it actually live? You guys are scaring me. Okay, anyway.